I'm the Hooded Lid. Welcome to my channel. I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. Usually I have a plan, and if I don't have a plan, I don't shoot anything, but I'm kind of inspired. The last 2 days I saw two people do a smoky eye, and I was thinking maybe I should try that. Smoky eyes on hoods, notoriously difficult, not impossible. But I didn't want to do what they were doing, which was kind of a black and a silvery gray, really pretty. Interestingly enough, and worth noting, one of them did it with a Victoria Beckham palette, and one of them did it with an e.l.f. palette, and they look pretty much the same. So if you are digging that tuxedo from Victoria Beckham, check out the e.l.f. palettes. Tati is the one who did it, so take a look at what she did with the e.l.f. palette today. Really had a very, very similar look. But I'm thinking I don't want to do black. So I'm going to do purple. I'm thinking I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do pencils for just sketching everything out. And we'll see what happens. So these are the two colors that I'm looking at doing. And actually probably both of them together would be very vibrant. But this seems pretty soft, so I'm going to start with this. And I am going to use a trick that I just started doing a couple of weeks ago. I only did it once, but I thought, oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. And I'm just going to put up my hair first and then we'll get into it. It's interesting, last week I did a couple of videos, several videos, wearing sweaters. And now I'm back to the wife beater because it's hot again, but now it's dry. My throat, my skin, my eyes, waiting for it to be over. I'm taking this pencil, which is not too sharp, and I'm going to start with lining on the lids. And I brought down some different brushes too. And thicken it up on the edge. Now, I've told you before that I do kind of an inverted V, so I kind of hug and then go in and then go out. This is a really good way to do a wing too, if you are hooded. You wouldn't go out, you would go in a little bit, or go back out a little bit lower. I'm going to show you. And there, that's kind of the only way I'm going to be able to ever get a wing. I'm going to pull it up and extend it to where my lid would be, well, my crease would be if I had one. And this is what it looks like closed. So there's this inverted V, so I'm hugging the eyeball in and then out and then through. I brought down a couple of e.l.f. brushes that I rarely use, but this is pretty dense, and I thought it might be helpful for this. So I'm going to start with the one that didn't fall on the floor. And I'm just diffusing that line a teeny, 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 teeny bit. And just kind of working it into the skin, so hopefully it won't move around too much. So that's kind of my outline, my mapping. These are a couple of palettes that I put together, singles from some MAC is in here, and I think some Makeup Geek is in here. Probably the deepest purple I have is this one, so I'm going to start with that one. I'm just putting it on top of the eyeliner. So the eyeliner is not incredibly vibrant. It seems to have some gray in it, and this has more blue in it, making it more vibrant purple. Taking this flat-ish Wayne Goss, and I'm going to go in with this grapey color. So back to something a little more gray. going to start my first blend. So this would be a 217, and I've got some translucent powder on it, and I just want to blend out this edge. If I had something grayish, I would probably just do that. I mean, I do from the Natasha Denona Safari, but it's a pale, pale gray. Look at all of it went on my lashes. That's okay. Maybe it'll make them thicker when I put on my mascara. So from Safari, I'm going to use this gray. I'm just going to lay that down. Pretty. And take a Smith, just kind of blend it out a little bit so there are not any harsh lines. I am going to take this gray on the Smith and do a little blending on that upper bit. The upper bit, you know, so scientific. And I've kind of softened it up a little bit, and I don't feel that this smoky eye is pulling my eye down too much. That's why I do that inverted. But definitely need to change it up just a little bit or bring that purple under the eye. So I'm going to put the purple under the eye, and I'm a little scared. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go in with the pencil first. And I'm going to connect this low part to under the eye. And not go past the pupil. And kind of doing a triangle, so at the pupil it's the thinnest and it'll be the thickest towards the end. And the only reason I'm doing that, because that normally would pull everything down, is because my hood is already pulling everything down, and I just want to kind of connect those. This e.l.f. smudger. And then relax the eye. And that's not bad. I'm going to go in with this gray again with the smudger, and wish me luck, just to soften that. Take a Q-tip and just, I think I went a little bit too low. Now, I have a more vibrant color, a violet, and I want this to be present in some way. Pencil brush. I'm kind of massaging it on top of the eyeball. And then I'm going to go in with this really pretty silvery pink color. Boom. Now, I think I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs and do some lining. You guys, if you know how to use these little teeny weeny pencil sharpeners on the Jacobs, I'd like to hear about it, because I usually just sharpen them by rubbing them back and forth on a paper towel. So I'm just going to do my brows now to make this look a little more evenly weighted, and I'll be right back. My monitor, it looks like I have a black eye, but on my mirror over here, this is not too bad. It's definitely a night look. There's a lot of vibrancy here, but it's smoky at the same time. And I think what I want to do is diffuse just a little bit more with a blending brush. So I'm going to bring that, no I'm not, I'm going to bring something fluffier into the picture. I'm going to use this Hakuhodo J5522. It's really soft. It's a little bit bigger, but it is shaped kind of like a flame, so you can control what you're doing with this and just keep it on the tip. I think I'm going to take the color that I did on the inner corner, this one here, and just put the smallest bit on the brow bone. because it has an opinion. I think that's a really solid smoky eye in purple for a hooded lid. I don't think it pulls everything down like the smoky eyes usually do for me. And I think the only thing where I want to soften it is the lower lash line. I'm going to try it with this e.l.f. brush, see how that works. It just feels a little hard. So that's it. That's a smoky eye for a hooded lid. I think starting off with a pencil is super, super key because you just have more control of doing your initial outline. And for me, that initial outline is the V. The inverted V is key when you have a hood that is heavier on the outside. You can still do these kinds of evening looks without looking crazy pants. I'm going to zoom in to give you a closer look. So there you go. I put on a little bit of mascara and lipstick on half my face. I haven't done any blush or bronzing. Really, I just have my foundation and my concealer on, but I thought that might be fun to do like a half and half situation here. So that's fun, and I have to say it didn't take me as long as I thought it might take me, and it's given me the confidence actually to try the same thing, oh my god, with Metropolis palette in the blues and greens. Those are very different shadows, they handle very differently, but I might give it a try. So there you go. I think this is not pulling my face down. It's not making my darkness under my eyes look worse. It's not emphasizing all the issues that I have. So yes, at my advanced age, I can still do a smoky eye. Thanks so much for coming and spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a great day.